The soundtrack of Baby Driver sounds more like a Spotify playlist than a film score, featuring songs by Queen, the John Spencer Blues Explosion, and so many more. Even the title is a play on Simon & Garfunkel's song of the same name. This high-flying action movie has a heart of gold, just like its protagonist, a getaway car driver who falls in love with a waitress just as he's trying to get on the straight and narrow. The second page of the official screenplay to Baby Driver has two quotes: "You are the music while the music lasts" from T.S. Eliot, and "I was born one dark gray morn with music coming in my ears" by Paul Simon. And then Wright bookends these quotes with an explanation of their presence. Every scene in this film is driven by music. That's what I want to talk about today: how Baby Driver uses music as its main agent of storytelling. We start on these tense electric guitar stings while the cameras introduce us to the characters, and we stay on this tense musical thought for the rest of our introduction to the bank-robbing gang. But then, we're left with the protagonist, Baby. And then... the music comes to life, and so does he. But why is this important? What does this do to advance the story? Well, we're only a couple of minutes in, but using one song, Edgar Wright's told us everything we need to know about the characters and the tone of the film. It's a gritty, bank-robbing world of crime, but our way into the story is this guy. This goofy, thoroughly human guy singing in his car, just like you and I do. In the screenplay, Edgar Wright says he's like a big kid in front of his bedroom mirror. He also takes time to describe the tough, intimidating bank robbers that Baby drives around. But the average moviegoer isn't reading the screenplay, so they have to get all of that from the opening sequence. The music is Wright's way of saying all the stuff that he wrote in the script. The music in the opening sequence tells you everything that you need to know about Baby, the bank robbers, Baby's place in a world of crime that he clearly doesn't belong in, and how those differences might cause problems later on.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about
Baby, oh baby.
Another way Edgar Wright uses music to tell the story is with the song B.A.B.Y. by Carla Thomas, and not just in one scene. You see, Baby's story is driven by his two lives. One is the relationship that he has with Deborah. The other is the life of crime working for Doc, the man for whom Baby has been a getaway driver. Even when he thinks he's out, Doc tells him that he'll never be out, not so long as Doc wants him. Doc then threatens Deborah's life in order to make Baby stick around. The collision of these two parts of Baby's life is the driving conflict of the movie, and it's characterized by Wright through this song. We first hear it when Deborah's singing it in the diner, just while Baby's listening to it on his iPod. It's this beautiful use of the song to represent their love story, but when he's listening to the song later, its lyrics are used to represent the duality of Baby's story. The lyric, "And I Can't Stop Loving You," refers to Baby and Deborah and how they're meant to be with each other. "And I won't stop calling you" cues Doc, calling Baby for another job. It's easy to think based on the title of this song that it's just a wink to the character's name and, oh haha, she was singing it and it's his name and they're meant to meet. But it's so much more than that. Wright uses this song to show the beautiful and ugly sides of Baby's conflict throughout the story. Last for this video essay is Easy by the Commodores, which Wright uses as a running thread through the whole movie to contain Baby's entire backstory and influence everything that happens to him in the film itself. Easy was written into the film because of Ansel Elgort's audition, lip-syncing to this song. Wright then decided that the tape Baby would hold most dear would be his mother's demo that she recorded as an aspiring singer right before she died, of this song. So just like her death, this song drives Baby's whole story. After she dies, Baby starts stealing cars, which is what gets him mixed up with Doc in the first place. Then, when Baby finally thinks he's clean, finally free of the crime world, we hear it again, first as chords that play as a car gets crushed. Then a flashback more clearly shows us the significance of this song to Baby's backstory, leading right into the real version by the Commodores, signposting this important moment on Baby's journey where he thinks he's clear. Baby's connection to his late mother is symbolized by this song, making it the symbolic root of his journey. And so the song plays too when this chapter of his life comes to an end. When Deborah is ready to go on the run with him and live the life of a criminal, Baby turns himself in to protect her. This time, sitting in the car with someone he loves, he can prevent the effective end of that person's life. There's some irony in it that this song represents everything about Baby's life that has been the opposite of easy. And when it's over, and he's free from the life of crime and prison and able to go be with the woman he loves, we don't hear that song anymore, because it represents a part of Baby's story that's over now. Director Edgar Wright has said that this is a film he's been thinking of for about 20 years, so he's had a lot of time to figure out how each of these songs fits right into the movie. In one interview, when asked if he was worried about sensory overload from the film being all music, he said that if Baby can't exist without music, the film has got to be almost wall-to-wall music. And the music that gets used means something, whether it represents Baby's story, or his dynamic with other characters, or something else completely. Baby Driver is a movie that uses music as its main agent of storytelling. The screenplay sums it up. Every scene in this film is driven by music.